Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna
Prabhupada ki jai. Sisi Datta Parishishwara ki jai. Sisi Datta Parishishwara ki jai. Jagannath Baladev et Prabhupada Ramadev ki
Jai.
quelque chose d'autre. Yeah, j'ai oublié. Oui. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Dayavudiraye.
Tato Jayamudire.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki.
Okay. We are in 8th canto, 17th chapter, verse 9.
The small verse.
This is the small verse. Let's see what is Sanskrit.
It's not easy metric.
Yes. Long.
And what is the rhythm? You, Bhakta probably will know.
Like we can sing it like this. Venum Kavantamara, like Govindamati Purusham we can sing. Vishvaya Vishwabhavana Sthiti Samyayamya, like that. Otherwise it may become very difficult. Yeah. Other tunes also we can sing, but it's little bigger.
Vishvaya Vishva Bhav. Can you repeat? Vishvaya
Vishwabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishwabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunya Bhune.
Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunaya Bhune.
Svasthaya Sashvad Upabrimhi Purna Bodha.
Swasthaya Shashwadapabhamita Purna Bodha.
Vyapadyatma Tamaseharaye Namaste.
Vyapaditatma Tamase Hare Namaste.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishwabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Après, le même, non? Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishwabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishwabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Svairam ou maintenant chacun.
No. Usually it's all the verse 3 times.
We did. Again, okay. Not each line, all the verses.
Not each line.
Not each line.
Okay. Thank you for not making a sign or something.
We are polite.
Yes, okay. Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunaya Bhune.
Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunaya Bhune.
Svasthaya Sashvadupabrimhita Purna Bodha.
Swasthaya Shashvatupabhamita Purna Bodha.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraya namaste.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraye namaste.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunaya Bhume.
Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunaya Bhume.
Svasthaya Sashvad Upabrinhita Purna Bodha.
Svasthaya Shashvad Upabramita Purna Bodha.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraya namaste.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraye namaste.
Est-ce que quelqu'un veut répéter tout le verse? J'ai déjà répété une fois, je pense.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Svairam Grita Purushakti Gunaya Bhume.
Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunaya Bhume.
Svasthaya Shashvat Upabhrivita Purna Bodha.
Svasthaya Shashvad Upabramita Purna Bodha.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraye namaste.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraye namaste.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Vishvaya Vishvabhavana Sthiti Samyamaya.
Svairam Grita Purushakti Gunaya Bhumne.
Svairam Grihita Purushakti Gunaya Bhumne.
Svastaya Svashvadupa Upabhrita Bhu.
Yeah, I don't like this one too.
Svastaya Shashvadupam Brita Purna Bodha.
Svasthaya Shashvad Upabramita Purna Bodha.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraye namaste.
Vyapaditatmatamase haraye namaste.
Okay, right back. Okay, right back is good. Vishvaya
Vishvaya
unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is,
Unto the
it's a long one,
okay,
sure, who is actually the entire universe.
who is actually the entire universe.
Vishva
Vishwa
of the universe.
of the universe.
Bhavana
Bhavana
creation.
creation.
Sthiti
Titi.
maintenance.
Maintenance.
Samya Maya
Samya Maya
and annihilation.
and annihilation.
Svairam
Svairam
fully independent.
fully independent.
Grihita
Grihita
taken in hand.
Taking in hand.
Puru
Puru.
completely.
Completely.
Shakti Gunaya
Shakti Gunaya
controlling the three modes of material nature.
controlling the three modes of material nature.
Bhumne
Bhumne.
the supreme great.
The supreme great.
Svasthaya
Swasthaya
who is always situated in his original form.
who is always situated in his original form.
Shashvat
Shashvat
eternally.
Eternally.
This one. Upa Brimhita
Upabhamita
achieved.
Achieving.
Purna
Purna.
complete.
complete.
Bodha
Bodha.
knowledge.
Knowledge.
Vyapadita
Vyapadita
completely vanquished.
completely vanquished.
Atmatamase
Atma Tamase
the illusory energy of your lordship.
the illusory energy
of the Lordship.
Harae
Haraye
unto the Supreme Lord.
unto the Supreme Lord.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. My Lord, you are the all-pervading universal form, the fully independent creator, maintainer, and destroyer of this universe. Although you engage your energy in matter, You are always situated in your original form and never fall from that position, for your knowledge is infallible and always suitable to any situation. You are never bewildered by illusion. O my Lord, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Right. Om Jnanatimirandasya
Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhisham Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Raghunatham Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Shri Vishakam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishamanu Sudevi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Purport of Srila Prabhupada. So, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Siddhanta Baliya Chite Nakara Alasa Ihanaite Krishna Lage Sudridha Manasa. Anyone trying to become fully Krishna conscious must know the Lord's glories as far as they are possible to understand. Here Aditi hints at these glories. The universe is nothing but the external potency of the Lord. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.4. Maya taratam idam sarvam. Whatever we see in this universe is but an expansion of the potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just as the sunshine and heat are over the universe all over the universe are expansions of the sun. When one surrenders unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he surpasses the influence of the illusory energy, for the Supreme Lord, being fully wise and being situated in the heart of everyone, especially in the heart of the devotee, gives one intelligence by which one is sure never to fall into illusion. Okay, once again the verse. My Lord, you are the all-pervading universal form, the fully independent creator, maintainer, and destroyer of this universe. Although you engage your energy in matter, you are always situated in your original form and never fall from that position. For your knowledge is infallible and always suitable to any situation. You are never bewildered by illusion. O my Lord, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So here we see that Aditi is continuing prayers. Yesterday it was very wonderful prayer, also probably greatly elaborated by Dayanata Prabhu. I missed it. It spoke about so many things like saintly rivers, also, yeah, holy places. Today it's continuing and continuing the description of the qualities of the Lord. And so Srimad Bhagavatam in general, it is a beautiful scripture because it gives perspective of each living entity and how he can glorify the Lord depending on what he sees or what she sees. So many devotees here are glorifying the Lord, and they highlight different features, energies of the Lord, potencies of the Lord. And it's true that for me as a sadhaka, I can only read and start to imbibe and put my mind in this direction, because they actually see it. Those who glorify, they see it. They have a darshan of the Lord. So it's not something theoretical for them. They realize what they say. And yes, because I don't realize what is written yet. I hope one day by the Vasi or the Guru and Gauranga, it's good to read it, because it's very difficult to meditate on someone whom we hardly know, whom we forgot and whom we turned back to. So, and Srimad Bhagavatam, as well as Maha Mantra, as well as Gayatri Brahma Mantra, they are all supposed to help us to meditate. Actually, also Archanam, or worshipping the deities, cooking, engaging the gross senses, the subtle senses, all of that is made for dhyana, for meditation. I learned recently from Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj that dhyana is coming from the word to hold. Dhyan, like some kind of root that you are supposed to hold in your consciousness, not let go of the image, the meditation, preferably. Ultimately, what we are doing in all our services, in the beginning in Bhagavad Gita is recommended a lot of activity, a lot of service that engage us, because the mind is not yet pure, so it's hard to reach the meditation. If you try to be in secluded place and meditate, okay, the mind will do whatever, but not Krishna. If he is not pure, you will understand very quickly that it's very difficult to do. So therefore, in the beginning, it is all recommended to engage whatever we have, gross, subtly engage to somehow make the mind more and more think and absorb with Krishna, with his pastimes, with his entourage, with his qualities. That all in order to just be able to be more and more deep in the meditation on the Supreme Lord. All the external activity will lose its sense if the person only stops there, like only think that laboring is the devotional service. It is, of course, but ultimately it has to be more and more together with the mind, together, like to bring the mind. We have to chant, preferably trying together with the mind, because it will be difficult to do things mechanically and only externally, let's say, and yeah, if there is no Lord, it's difficult then to advance like that. So here we see how beautifully there are so many qualities of the Lord, describing Him that gives food for the thought, for the meditation, and we ideally can try to apply it in everyday life by. For example, we tend to forget here a lot. Illusory energy is made in such a way that it's a very big impression that we are acting, that we are something depends, especially if we have some social engagement like work, like some because at the same time you want to deliver good, but here we are used to count on ourselves and then like this. So to have in mind that it's the Lord and at the same time to do your best is not easy job in the beginning. It's something that requires practice. It's an art to do your best, but consider that it's result is up to Him. It's a sign of someone who is already surpassed a little bit the karmic consciousness, that if I do, it means the result is mine. But the Lord has, it says here that He is never bewildered by illusion like us. So if we meditate on someone who is free from this illusion, then maybe we will eventually will be somehow associated with these qualities of Him as well. And also it says that He is infallible knowledge. His knowledge is infallible. This one I do not know how to elaborate. But here it says that it's always suitable for any situation. So my wonder is that if maybe he can apply knowledge and wisdom in any circumstances, not just say something and it's not applicable. I don't know. But he usually, whenever he says, whatever he does it in a good timing, because all energies serve him also, and he's a tutor, he's infallible. Then Srila Prabhupada begins that with the purport with a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita that he says that we should try to know glories of the Lord as far as possible to understand. So in Bhagavad Gita, maybe someone remember the verse that the one who understands Janma Karma. Yes, what is this? In which chapter is it?
It's 4-9.
Fourth chapter. Okay. Thank you. So the one who understood my coming, my appearance, disappearance, and my deeds, he will not take birth again. Yes, again, it is something that is not beyond theory. It means understood or realized the motive of the Lord. Because we have to remember that our being here is very much connected with our previous action and to the initial desire to lord it over. But the Lord, He has no interest at all, as He is self-sufficient. But at the same time, He is coming here for external and internal reasons. But external, let's say, He is usually the one who establishes religion again, because it has a tendency to fall. It falls a lot because the atmosphere, material is like that. But so He comes to re-establish it that externally, but usually He doesn't come also unless someone calls, like someone with whom He has a relationship. If no one would call, he wouldn't come because he does not speak. Narayana does not speak to the human. It is said also. Narayana doesn't speak to the human being, like because we're very conditioned. But to sadhu, yes, because there is a relationship already there. And so it's like also having here his devotees, it's a big mercy because it's like they will invite him, of course, because they have relationship. And it's and then he says, he has also an excuse, okay, you see, I've been called, so I come. Because normally no one wants to see me here, Normally everyone is absorbed with material, external energy. But when some bhakta or some great personality calls, he said, okay, I come now because I totally have no reason to come. And recently it was also great fortune that I heard also Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj speaking that glories of Sita Devi on her appearance that day, and he was explaining certain qualities that a spiritual master has to have, that Sita Devi had, to be a mediator between a conditioned living entity and between Supreme Lord, because he said that she was stolen, let's say, by Ravana, but she didn't she is so powerful normally, being an internal potency of the Lord, that let's say she allowed to be stolen. It's not something that Ravana could steal, you know. And there was even one moment where on Lanka she was captured, let's say, and Ravana was trying, to inappropriate offers with his inappropriate offers. And at a certain point she just got annoyed and she just angrily kind of looked and said, Ravana, even if I just have one glance at you, you will be vanished, and he was even a little bit, he backed up, but she didn't display it further, let's say. But being an eternal potency, she's Ravana is like a mush, like nothing in comparison with her. So Sita Devi agreed to go to Lanka because she knew that Lord Ramachandra would not go himself there because it's demoniac city, let's say. And demons don't call for him, of course, because they're demons. So it's because like this he has a reason to go, to rescue her. And like this he will also rescue them. And this is her contribution, like she was so compassionate, like she also about the demons as well. And then there was another instance when there was the son of Indra who took a form of the crow, this black bird, and Ramachandra was resting on the Sita Devi's lap. He was sleeping, and this demoniac spoiled, let's say, how sometimes you are a son of a good parents, rich parents, and sometimes you get spoiled, let's say, easily. So this was the case of this son of Indra, and he started to bite Sita Devi's chest with his beak, yeah, and blood started to run, and she didn't want to disturb Ramachandra because she wanted him, because she was so devotional, so totally surrendered to Lord Ram. And at a certain point, however, the blood already ran. She could not anymore hold the blood, so it ran on the head of Lord, and he woke up and he saw this, and he took a blade of grass, charged it with immediately with Brahmastra, and send it to the to, of course, annihilate the offender. And so this bird went to like a little bit like with Ambarish Maharaj also story. He went around the universe to find shelter. He went to his father Indra. Indra said, let's say we are not father and son anymore. Let's say I do not know you. You know, what have you done? You know, he tried few, let's say, personalities till he reached Narada. Narada gave a good advice. He said that you should go back to Ram and Sita to ask. Only there you can find the shelter in a way. Where else you will go? Go there back. You know. So this crow was really like already so exhausted, so tired, so in anxiety that it already kind of pilotage, I don't know, it made its way towards the feet of Ram, but unconsciously fell, and her, Bhaktivedanta Goswami said the story, her 2 feet were like this, you know, facing the Lord instead of the head facing the Lord, because he was already not dead, almost. And Sita was so compassionate that she said, oh, okay, you see, so he surrenders to you, and she kindly turned his head next to, you know, not bad, no? Like head towards the Lord and feet elsewhere, you know? So like our surrender in the beginning, very clumsy, you know? Very, very clumsy with bad qualities, but spiritual master. That's what qualities that spiritual master will have to have, like Sita Devi, being totally surrendered herself to melt the Lord's heart, and to be also very compassionate, so that to understand the little, so the Lord agrees, you know, to accept this very not qualified surrender, let's say, and to melt heart of both. That's why we do need the mediator. We do need spiritual master who understands us and our condition, and makes, let's say, the peace with the Lord, reconcile the 2 parties, because Lord says that how much you think of me, the way you surrender to me, that way I reciprocate. So if a living entity does not, so he does not, like, even though he's equipoised to everyone. So that was a nice, there are 2 others. So one quality is that it's very big compassion, then it's surrender of this jiva himself, and totally with the will of the Lord. She displayed it when she was exiled in the forest, and then first she thought to drown herself in a river, but then she remembered that who am I surrendered, the body belongs to him, and if he thinks like this is the way, it must be the best way. And so after some years, maybe 10 years, Lakshmana came again around to the same Valmiki Muni place, and he saw her again, and her only wonder was, how is Raghunandan, how is my Lord, and if he is happy with the situation like it is now, I'm the happiest lady, let's say. So yeah, that requires certain qualities. You're looking to not even consider that his decision is not good. And the spiritual master invites it both. And so here it says that when one surrenders unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he surpasses the influence of the illusory energy. So we cannot surpass, because also in Bhagavad Gita, he says that my energy is very strong. I don't remember the word. Very strong. You cannot do yourself unless you surrender to me, in which have spiritual master. So, and another, it's a lot about Bhagavad Gita here. Another thing from Bhagavad Gita, yes, he mentions himself that it's my tatam idam sarvam, that 9-4, that it's nothing but external potency of the Lord. So another thing that we have to surrender, otherwise we cannot overcome it. Like that. If someone else has something to add from universal form, maybe if someone Arjuna asked to see it, universal form, but and Krishna showed, and yesterday from what I've heard, you said that Krishna is capable to show universal form, be it in the Krishna form in Kurukshetra, be it in the Gopal form, in any form. He can display universal form if needed, because it's always present in the original Bhagavan, in the original form of the Lord that was mentioned yesterday from what I understood. I don't know, remember. But if someone wants to add something, then Prabhu.
He just concluded the purport Prabhupada concluded with the meaning of this verse, Tesham Satata Yuktana Bhakti. I give the intelligence. I think it's the conclusion of the purport. Which one who always engage in my service, I give him the intelligence to come to me. Because he starts the purport with sorry for my voice, not very beautiful. He started with the verse of Chaitanya Chaitamrita, say that we have to know as much as possible the glories of the Lord. And at the end he concludes with to know and to go to him, we have to serve constantly him. So this is sandwich. And in the Vida he explained about the energy, how this material energy is external to himself, is the external energy. So we have to know as much as possible, because this is a way to go back, like you say, Janma Karma Chavinyam. And we know by the spiritual master that this energy is external, is not false, but is not eternal. And that's the end conclusion. If you want to realize this, you have to serve the Lord.
Okay, so
That's what I understood from the purport.
yes, it is great. Yes, the resume of actually purport of Srila Prabhupada, and it's true that it finishes with that I will give you this Buddhi, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. He promises it if you serve, yeah, that's the way. That's finally the way how to not come back again, how to overcome the illusory energy by obtaining knowledge, and obtaining knowledge happens by service to the representative who has special qualities of compassion and surrender himself to the Lord, who can help us whenever we are tired or do not longer have enthusiasm to serve. Devotees helping a lot, and mainly spiritual master, who is the source of the inspiration. So, Rani, you have anything to add?
No, I just skip.
Rani is serving, so it's
She
okay.
has the intelligence.
So she is almost already, yes.
The verse which Prabhupada quotes is a very famous verse. It not only means that we should try to understand how much we can, but it also has the first line which says, Siddhanta Chitta na kare alasya, where Prabhupada, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that to understand philosophy, we should not do laziness. This is the first line meaning. And we should try to do more and more understand. So Prabhupada only translate the second line, but the first line is also very important. Siddhanta Chitta na kare alasya. Many times Prabhupada says this. This means that when it comes to Siddhanta, no laziness. We should read and hear on a daily basis, nityam. Then Prabhupada explains about importance of no laziness. So that's the first line meaning, that to get the knowledge we should not be, This is a principle. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also says, Siddhanta, when it comes about philosophy, you should not be lazy. Because we become lazy generally. And Prabhupada speaks about laziness and other things. So that's also some point to consider.
In Kali Yuga, it's very prominent feature, laziness.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even have understanding to which point you are lazy or you are still lazy. You
But
know?
especially laziness about philosophy.
Yes. Okay.
Because we don't want to read, because we don't want to. Yeah. And Prabhupada quotes it very much. When it comes to philosophy, sit down and read or hear from Bhagavatam, like that. No alas on that. No laziness.
No laziness.
Yeah.
You confirm it's important. Yeah. As we mentioned in the beginning that we need food for thought. Otherwise, if you try to have this final goal of actually deepening meditation on the Lord, you need something to meditate on. Otherwise, if you sit and then 1 minute passed and then there is all the features of the Lord, you don't have any more. Like let's say you need again some food. And here, as long as we go, we have more and more. And then in different circumstances of life, like we can remember like with the taste of water on Monday, we heard Srila Prabhupada.
Here is Krishna.
After that, there were moments when I drank and I thought, but that's because we heard the class of Srila Prabhupada on
like
Monday.
This, every day if we hear like this, we'll be Krishna conscious, no?
Yes.
All the time.
It's
so amazing.
So yes, thank you so much for this opportunity, dear devotees. Sorry for being not well prepared, and hope next time. And I thank Dayanita Prabhu to give the structure of the purport, which I didn't. And the important point that Vaibhav Prabhu evoked.
Was very good was what you said in the class. Just the structure and Vaibhav gave the Siddhanta. It's very nice.
You gave the scale and the structure of the whole explanation of what to do practically.
Just to summarize what you said in the class was very good. Very good.
Shri Radha Parishishwari ki
Jai.
Shri Gita Sachisuta ki
Jai.
Shri Garam Sapada Puri ki
Jai.
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.